What's up guys, Flyin Tech here, and today we're going to be checking out the Eachine Aurora 90. So let's get right into it. And it's finally here. I finally got my Aurora. It's here, it's ready to be unboxed. I'm going to check it out, review it, fly it, open it in Betaflight, tickle its fancy. We're going to do everything we can to get this bad boy flying as good as possible. Alright guys, here's everything that comes in the box. You've got the instruction manual, the Aurora itself, a 7.4 volt 450 mAh battery with an 80C discharge rate, a screwdriver and Allen wrench, some extra props and prop screws, a couple zip ties, a 3M pad and some extra screws, some Velcro, a rubber band, and the B3 Pro compact charger. Alright, so let's get into what this guy's got. As you can see, this is ducted. It's got this really nice carbon fiber ducting on it to protect the blades. It comes with 4 brushless 7500 kV motors, tiny little guys, a 2500 milliwatt VTX cam. I believe this has 600 TV line. It's got this really nifty antenna protector. You can also change the pivot of the camera. It comes with 4 bladed props. It does come preloaded with Betaflight as well. Alright, so it does come with Dshot, which is cool. You've got the Minicube Betaflight 3 flight controller with built-in OSD. Flight time on this guy is rated at 3 to 4 minutes. The battery generally takes about an hour to charge, maybe a little less. Another cool feature is that it has a low voltage sensor. It'll start beeping at you when it's about ready to die. That gives you a chance to head on home before crashing. Underneath, you'll notice the strap for the battery. That's how you mount it underneath there. I gotta be honest, I'm not really too happy with that, but it's what was provided. All right, so let's go ahead and do a weigh-in now. So the Aurora without the battery comes in at 73.9 grams. Pretty stark difference from the Tiny Whoop, which comes in at 25.6. The battery is 31 grams. And if we go ahead and add the Aurora, it comes in at 105 grams. Now I have to admit, the instruction manual that it comes with is very thorough, very well done, and has a lot of information. I'm not going to go through every single thing with you right now, but it is very good to read, and I would definitely put it on my reading list. Next, let's talk about binding. The way that you bind this is very simple. So let me walk you through the steps. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and get into the menu of the i6. You're going to do that by pushing in the 2 trim buttons, pressing on the power, and now pressing OK. Now that we're in the menu, go ahead and click OK. You're going to select your model. I've selected Model 2. You're going to go ahead and go down to name it if you like. I'm going to leave it stock. Type select. Airplane glider is fine. Model copy you don't need, reset you don't need, RX setup, you're going to go ahead and leave it AFHDS2 on, okay? So do not disable this. Now you're done. To bind, you're going to go ahead and press down the bind button while you're turning on the controller. Meanwhile, you're going to plug in your battery while pressing that button right there. Hold it down, the lights will blink, it'll bind, you're good to go. All right, now let's talk Betaflight. Go ahead and connect up your quadcopter. Once you have, if we go into the ports tab, I have these 2 checked off. Everything else is disabled. Configuration, we've got Dshot enabled, motor stop, disarm motors. Everything else is just pretty much stock. I did change this here to 2.9 where it was 3.1, I believe. And I did change this to 3.0 where it was 2.9. One really cool feature of this board is that you can go ahead and change the name on it, which I really like. Everything else is pretty much default. Go to the PID tuning. This is what works for me. This may not work for you. Go into the receiver. Again, turn on your receiver. Make sure that everything is working as it should. Your throttle, your pitch, your yaw, your auxiliaries. Go into modes. You can see this is my setup for modes here. I have them set to the specific auxiliary numbers. One really cool feature is you can actually go ahead into the OSD and change some of the values. Alright, we're going to go ahead, save and reboot, disconnect, and you're good to go. Alright, we've charged the battery, tuned the PIDs, and we're ready to go. So let's take it for a test fly. Today's maiden flight is only going to be testing out the stabilization feature of this quadcopter, and we're not going to be testing the acro. The reason for this is my testing ground today is just a little bit smaller than I'd like it to be. We will definitely take it to the field on the next video, show some acro, some flips, some tricks, stuff like that. Alright guys, so I'm going to be flying a little bit indoors, not too much. I really feel that this is more of an outdoor flyer. This thing's got a lot of power behind it. It's really hard to get those precise movements and to thread the needle with this guy. Even with the PID settings, honestly I feel like it's a little bit of a danger to have it inside as well. Too much close proximity. If somebody got hit by this, it probably wouldn't feel good. Alright, we're going to do a raw maiden of the stabilization feature, so enjoy. All right, guys, that was the maiden flight of the Aurora 90mm by Eachine. I have to say I'm totally psyched about it. It was a totally awesome flight. Definitely worth every penny I spent. If you're hinging on whether or not to pick this guy up, definitely pick it up. It is a fun ride. It's got a lot of punch, a lot of pizzazz to it. Very zippy, and I definitely recommend it. If you enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll catch you on the next one.